Howdy, howdy. July the 4th, peoples. Dutch bucket update. Seeing nice ripening coming in. These big beef. And you can look at that. That's a softball nearly. This plant shut down in the heat we had that was constant every day, a couple weeks or a week and a half back. But now you can see they're starting to make clusters again. And that sucker there, it's got flowers in it. These guys are all making, you can see they're putting their color in. This is a black and brown boar. Great tasting. The indigo rose, this is what they look like when they start to ripen. Small cluster there with their purple tops, and they get a red to orange bottom. And they come in and they're tasty. This plant's doing great. This is a determinate plant, and it's, I'd say, a good 5 feet. And you can see the space between fruit internodes is not much more than the distance from a thumb to a bird finger. That's great. That's what you want. But it's a good plant. It's producing a lot of fruit, and then of course the July the 4th cherry tomato is, as you can see, in full effect. It's gone well over 9 feet. I've let the back fall and bow. That's the second stem up there that's reluctant to fall down, but these things are incredible. I feel like if I had more sun, if I had 8 hours at least, then these things would be ridiculous. Probably wouldn't have been able to grow them vertically. I'd have had to lower them and lower and lean method that they show in the greenhouses. But I'm pleased. July the 4th weekend, Independence Day. We've got tomatoes everywhere. You can see this one here. It's a good 8 foot or more too. It's got them all the way to the top. So there it is, July the 4th. Ripe fruits. Those big beef are good tomatoes. I recommend those to anybody growing them hydroponically or not. But growing like this is synonymous with production if you manage it, and it's not hard if you understand what you're trying to do and how to use a meter and mix nutrients. Support the plants, give them sun. If you see it lacking, knowing what to do to bring it back to where it wants to be. But they're not real fussy in this hydroponics. I haven't had a lot of trouble. I've been letting the pH bounce to 7.2. I get it down to 6, let it drift up. I know the plants take on a lot more water in the 6.5 and above. 6.0 they use the nutrient and food about the same. I'm running right about 1100 ppm parts per million dissolved solids of fertilizer in the water. 6.0 to 6.5 is where I'll set it at, and looks like it worked. Thinking about a greenhouse and some winter production. We want to show you these. These are the hydroponics. I've strung them up. This is deep water culture. Big beef, cherry, and 2 Mr. Stripies. Having an issue with the rain. When it rains, it wants to flood those pots through the rocks, so I have been pumping it out with a submersible pump to bring the water level just below the cups. And I don't know if it's from the rain, the water dripping, being blown from the trees, and the natural matter that's above it, and the water coming off is causing having some brown gunk on the roots. But I am treating that with hydrogen peroxide 3%. So hopefully these guys will be a late harvest. Anyways, July the 4th. Everything looks pretty good. Not bad for 6 hours of sun in the max. Thanks.